Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TKMaths is Fun. In today's video, we will continue our study for this chapter number 2, the quadratic function. It is a part of the syllabus of Year 11 Further Maths, Pearson Edexcel. In the previous videos, we have seen the three concepts of the chapters, which are completing square method, quadratic formula, and discriminant. And in this video, we will focus on roots, alpha and beta. So if roots are given to you, how do you find the equation of the quadratic equation? So let's continue. First of all, you need to understand this very well. If you will comprehend this, then the rest of the question will become very easy for you. So we all know that the general equation of a quadratic is ax square plus bx plus c. If the roots of the equation are alpha and beta, then from these roots you can get the factors, right? We know this. If you expand it, it will become what? X square minus alpha x minus beta x plus alpha beta, right? And then you take x as a common factor and you get this general form of the equation. Now if you figure it out, alpha plus beta is the sum of the roots, and this is the coefficient of x. Let me write it here. X square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. So if you notice, the coefficient of x is basically what? The sum of the roots. And this is the constant of the quadratic equation, right? This is the product of the root. Now we are comparing this equation with the general equation. What is the reason for that? Right now in this equation we have the coefficient of x square 1. Whereas when we write a general equation of the quadratic, we write it as ax square plus bx plus c. So if I divide this whole equation by a, what will I get? X square plus b over ax plus c over a. Now if you compare this coefficient with this, because now the coefficient of x square is same, 1. So I can compare the coefficient of x power 1 and I can compare the constant. So that's why it is written here, sum of the roots alpha plus beta equals to minus b over a. This is what we get from here. And the third one, if you see, product of the root alpha beta equals to c over a. So from here we get a very strong result which helps us to find out the quadratic equation if roots are given. So now your focus for the next questions will be on these two results and this general equation of the quadratic, when we will use the sum of the roots and the product of the roots. Let me explain this whole situation with the help of the numbers, because with algebra it is little difficult to comprehend at times. So if roots are minus 2 and 3, then the sum of the roots will be 1 and the product of the roots will be minus 6. So in this equation, in which we will plug in the sum of the roots and product of the roots, we will get our answer, right? So now in this equation, if I put sum of the roots is 1, so it is 1x, we don't usually write 1, and the product of the roots is 6. So the equation I will get is x square minus x minus 6. So let's just start the questions. In this video I have taken these three questions, and then in the next video I will take more examples. Here all these three questions I will solve in front of you so that you can get good hold of the concept. So there is an equation which has root 3 alpha and 3 beta, and we have to find that equation. In these questions, actually the root alpha and beta is related to some equation which is always given to you. So with the help of this equation, you will find out what is alpha plus beta and what is alpha beta product. So let's write this equation first of all. If you see here, x square minus 3x minus 2 equals to 0. So if I see alpha plus beta is what? Minus b over a. You know that from here we have seen, right? You will remember this. Alpha plus beta is minus b over a, and alpha beta mean the product of the roots is c over a. Now in this equation, the coefficient of x square is a, coefficient of x power 1 is b, and constant is c. So I will plug in the values here, minus 3, and the coefficient of x square, which is a, is 1. So I will get here 3. So sum of the root is 3. And here c is minus 2 over 1. So my product of the roots alpha plus beta is minus 2. So this is what you get from the equation given to you. Now I will come to part A. Now in part A, the roots are 3 alpha and 3 beta. So in this equation, I have to substitute to get the equation, right? So first of all, I will do the sum of the roots, which will be 3 alpha plus 3 beta. Now 3 is a common factor, take it out, and you have alpha plus beta. So this alpha plus beta you have already found here, it is equals to 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. So for the equation you have to find out the sum of the root is equals to 9. Now let's find out the product of the roots. Which is 3 alpha times 3 beta. Because we have to find the equation whose roots are given here in part A. So 3 times 3 is 9. And alpha multiplied by beta. The product of the roots we have already found here with the help of the given equation. So it is 9 times 2 is minus 18. So now I have the product of the root and the sum of the root. Now this is the general equation. For any equation, the roots will be here. The sum of the roots will come as a coefficient of x and product of the roots will come as the constant. So I'm writing here the equation x square minus root is 9, right? So when you will substitute here 9 minus 9x minus 18 equals to 0. So I'm repeating here because I know where the confusion comes. Mostly students think that this is alpha plus beta and this is the root of 3 alpha plus beta. Try to understand here, this is the general equation, right? This portion is telling you sum of the roots of any equation will come here and product of the roots will always come here. So with the help of the given equation, we have found what is alpha plus beta and alpha minus beta. And the equation we have to find also have the same letters, I would say. So it means we can use that value, right? So let's move on to the next question. Give me 1 second. So I will need this part of the question because this is the basic equation which is for all 3 parts. So we will use the same values for the next parts also. So let me make a copy of this. Give me 1 second. Okay. So now I'm doing part B here. So this part is same. So in part B, the roots are 1 over alpha and 1 over beta. So when I will do sum of the roots, it will be 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. After that you will take LCM. I hope algebraic skills are strong. Alpha plus beta or beta plus alpha has the same meaning. So alpha plus beta was 3, we have seen from here. And alpha times beta is minus 2. So sum of the roots is equals to minus 3 over 2. In the previous case we got integer. This time we are getting fraction. Now the product of the roots. So product of the roots will be multiplication of these 2 roots of the equation. Which is equal to 1 over alpha into beta. And alpha into beta is given to us minus 2. We have found it. So this is the product of the root. Now in this equation, this purple one, I will substitute the values of sum and product to get my equation. So it is x square minus sum is minus 3 upon 2 x and the constant is minus 1 upon 2. So it is your choice if you want to leave equation like this or if you want to take LCM, then this equation would become 2x square plus 3x minus 1 equals to 0. Right. So now let's do the last part, and for the last part again I need this information. So the last equation which we have to found has roots alpha square and beta square. So first of all I will find out the sum of the roots. So sum of the roots is alpha square plus beta square. Now this is little tricky. Now here you have to recall your algebraic identity formula, which was, if you remember, a plus b whole square equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Remember? So I know that this part, if I make a subject, see here what I'm doing here, this is something you have done in class, I believe in 8 or 9, right? So it will become a plus b square minus 2ab. Right, I'm taking it to this side. Just a minute, it didn't fit in this place, so let me fit it here. 2ab minus 2ab. Okay, so I can write here, using this equation I can say alpha square plus beta square equals to alpha plus beta square minus 2 times alpha and beta. Correct. So now this is giving me the desired result, and this is the beauty of the mathematics. Lovely. You know, from one equation you derive another equation according to your need, according to the information given, you can plug it in. Such a beautiful thing, right? So alpha plus beta is 3 square minus 2 times alpha beta is minus 2. I'm just copying down values from here. So now it will become 9 plus 4, which is equals to 13. So I have found the sum of the roots. Now I have to find out the product of the roots. So this was sum, and now I'm finding out the product of the roots. That will be alpha square and beta square. We know from algebra we can take square common out. So this one will be minus 2 square, which is equals to 4. So now I have the sum of the roots and product of the roots. So in this equation I will now plug in the values and get my equation. So it is x square minus sum is 13x product plus 4 equals to 0. So I hope you understood it. The next question, let's see. This is a test for your understanding. I have already solved it, so you can put the video on pause and try to solve it. And then I will show you one by one the solution, and let's see, does it match with yours? And I'm sure it will, because you people are very smart. Okay, so you can put video on pause, and I'm showing you the solution here now. This time the equation has changed. It is x square plus 5x plus 2. So I have to find out what is alpha plus beta and what is alpha minus beta. This is important, which you will use here, right? So let's do the first part. So sum of the roots is equals to, by the way, if it is direct for you, I hope you remember, sum of the roots is minus b over a, and product of the root is c over a. And in this case, b is 5, c is 2, and a is 1. That's why it is minus 5 over 1 and 2 over 1. And denominator 1 we do not write. So now, part A, you are adding the roots. And you got the sum of the root, minus 8. Then for the product of the roots, you got minus 1. And you must have substituted this in this equation. So in this way, you will get your equation. Part B, part B I have not solved. Anyway, you can try part B, and in the next video, I will show you the solution of part B, and the link I will put in the description below. And then we will do more question along with one past paper question. So I hope you understood it. You can write your comments, and if something need more clarification, I'll do that. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please press like and subscribe button, and don't forget to share it with your friends.